enjoying the Kalisa Super Glow Nuclear Pink. I've replaced the hooks with some 4X hooks from Owner. I've got about a 3, maybe 3.5 foot leader. And I just got this week. We've got the Tsunami SaltX 4000. And we've got the Dark Matter OB surf rod, surf spinning rod. It's a 10 foot, 12 to 25 pound test line, and lure rating I believe is 1/2 to 1 1/2 ounces. And this is my first time trying it. I'm really stoked. It feels really good in my hands. It's really lightweight. It's got a really good flexible tip. So we're gonna give it a shot here. Forgot, I've got this secret weapon with me today. This is something I've never done. I've seen some different applications, but I've got a homemade Chum bottle where I took a iced tea bottle and filled it up with chopped pieces of squid and a bunch of salt. And I've got some zip ties around the outside so I can hook it onto something if I want to. But I think I'm just gonna drop it in this net. Got a little chum net. Just gonna put the whole damn thing in here and let that chum up the surf. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm gonna try it anyway. See if it makes any difference. And then I can simply clamp this around a belt. There we go. So now I've got it at my feet. And so whenever I'm walking in the water, it'll just be in the water with me. Hopefully the scent of all the chopped squid helps attract fish. Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna find out. All right, we're walking out for our first cast. It's not too windy today. It's about a 5 mile an hour to 10 mile an hour wind in the afternoon. It's currently incoming low tide. I think low tide is at about 10:30 in the morning. Right now it's about 6:20. Low tide's supposed to be, I think, a 1 foot low tide. High tide is around 5:30, I think. 5:30, 6 p.m. That's supposed to be a 6.5 foot high tide. That should be pretty good. So we're gonna get up to about our knees here. That's a good wave. Oh yeah. Welcome back to the surf, boys. We've only seen 2 other fishermen out this morning. They were here before we got here. I've got Cory off to my left, way out there. Really good wave action. I like this Dark Matter OB rod. It's got a good flick to it. This lure is only 5/8 of an ounce. And I feel like I can send it out pretty far. Move to a slightly different spot. Again, we're still using the nuclear pink just because it's overcast. From what I've read and heard, a lot of guys like to use this early in the morning. And then as the sun comes out or as the sky gets brighter, they change it out to the regular Super Glow sardine. What the fuck is touching me? Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, fuck. I forgot I had the Chum bottle. I'm not used to stuff brushing up against my legs when I'm out here. And I felt the Chum bottle smack against my ankle a couple times. Like sometimes you'll get seaweed and whatever touching you. But this was like hard and it kept doing it. So I started to panic a little bit and then I remembered. Oh, I'm stupid. Looking for barred surf perch. Yeah, this thing casts pretty far. And it feels really good. Like the Kalisa, as it swims through the water, it vibrates. And I can feel all that action on my rod. All the action on my rod. The last time I was out here, all I caught was one smelt on a piece of shrimp. And it was way later in the day, after we had already been fishing for about 4.5 hours. Man, it feels good to be back in the surf. So this rod and reel combo is a little bit heavier than what I'm used to also. Like the rod is super lightweight, but the reel is about 4 ounces heavier. Previously I was using the Daiwa BG, which is like 10.4 ounces. And the Tsunami SaltX 4000 is something like 14 ounces. So already, I'm already feeling it. I like this thing. It's comfortable to hold. The design of it, they've got this small groove, this kind of concaved finger shape right here at the top of the handle, which is perfect. So I usually hold my reel with my hand like this, and it lets me rest my index finger on it right there, and it just feels really nice. Yeah, I really like it. I really like the double locking reel seat too. So I don't want to do it out here, but you would basically unscrew this piece and then unscrew this piece to get the reel out, lock it in place. So it's very sturdy. It's got a good backbone to it. I feel like I could throw a 3 ounce here, a 3 ounce weight if I wanted to, no problem. God, I love surf fishing. This is so nice. Cory is still rocking the Carolina rig. He said he was getting some bites, just little nibbles on the crappie slider. I bought a bunch of different color crappie sliders. They're all like 1.5 to 3 inch soft plastics. You can get them at gosh, what is it called? Sliderfishing.com or something like that, or sliderbait.com. It's Charlie Brewer's crappie sliders. They make them in a bunch of different colors. I've seen them used out here, and people just slay the perch with them. They're basically like the sandworm color. A lot of the times they'll use a red one or a dark brown or green pumpkin or whatever. But I've seen dudes catch pretty good sized perch, like 14, 15 inch sized perch on these tiny little 1.5 inch grubs with a paddle tail on them. So I bought me a bunch. We're gonna try these out a little bit. I'm gonna still stick with the Kalisa for a little while because I haven't caught a fish on the Kalisa in a long time. It's been a few months. And fishing is all about persistence. Okay, I'm changing it up to something I've never done before, quite like this. So, we're doing Carolina rig with a 2 ounce egg sinker, 2 beads for some kind of clicking motion, clicking sounds underwater. And I've got a very long leader. I've got like a good 6 foot leader. And about halfway down, I've got the dropper loop with a trout spoon. It's a 1/4 ounce trout spoon, very small treble hook. And then further down past that, I've got like a 2.5 inch, 3 inch crappie slider on a very small jig head. So, never done a rig like this before, but I'm gonna play it almost like a surf swim bait. So I'll just keep reeling real slow, just keeping tension on the line, trying to stay away from seaweed. Yeah, it looks pretty deep out here. This is nice. And it looks just like we found a pretty deep pocket here. So we're gonna fish this for a little bit, see how we do. I haven't felt any bites at all today, but Cory, as soon as he switched over from his Kalisa to one of those crappie slider paddle tails, he got 2 bites and then caught a small perch. And as he was reeling the perch out, it caught on some seaweed and came off. Ooh, I felt something there. Yeah, super choppy out here. Definitely some holes and troughs and cuts and all sorts of structure under here, just based on the waves are breaking pretty close. They're breaking in different angles and separating, and ooh, oh man, I'm feeling some stuff. Felt something. Out there. Oh, fish on. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Fish on. Oh my god, dude. Let's bring it in. I think it's still on. It sort of feels like it's still on. It's probably a small guy. Yeah. Oh, it can't. No, it's on. It's on. That's a decent size. On the grub, bro. Got him on the grub. Hell yeah. Well, they work. Great hook right through the upper lip. Excellent hook. All right. Well, it's about 8 inches maybe. Look at the hook though, dude. Right through the upper lip.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so at least the grub works. Relax, buddy. There we go. Okay. I know that hurt. I'm sorry. We're gonna get you back. You're gonna heal up. All right, first catch in a while, dude. Okay. All right, buddy. Whew, there he goes. Okay, there he goes. I think he's gone. Okay. The skunk is off. That felt good. That felt really good. Cory's feeling bites again. Damn, I look back at him and he motions. We have hand and arm signals that we use when we can't yell at each other because it's so loud. So he motioned to me that he's feeling bites. It's this hand and arm signal. So whenever you have a fish on, if the other person can't quite tell that you have a fish on, then we'll use the double time pin and arm signal. It's like the pumping, like you're trying to get a big rig to honk. That's our head and arm signal for fish on. If we see a seal or sea lion or an otter or something in the water in front of us or around us, we'll tap our heads and point towards it. Like, I see a head coming out of the water over here. There's just something magical about being belly deep in the water. There's no worries at all. It's so fun. It feels so good. He's got a smelt. Oh, right. Hell yeah. Here, I'll hold your rod.
Look at his head. It's crazy.
Whoa. On the crusties too.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna let him go.
You wanna let him go?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna
This is what he caught that smelt on. Crusties. It's like a size, I think a size 4 bait holder hook. What you got there? Holy cow. Is it alive?
Oh no.
Wow. That's the biggest one I've ever seen. Holy cow, dude. That's huge. Oh, all right. Well, we've tried Khalisas, Carolina rigs, high-low rigs, swim baits, Berkeley Gulp. I caught one fish, let it go. Cory caught one fish, let it go. Actually, he caught 2 fish. He caught one and it ended up getting pulled on seaweed and it came off the hook. But yeah, so we're gonna work our way back the way we came and hopefully get on some more.